Much love, many blessings to all the wonderful souls out there around the world and on the internet. I'm your companion and guide on this journey of self discovery and personal growth, Matthew Del Amor. It's an honor, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to stop overthinking and find mental clarity in your day to day life. This is going to allow us to begin to become more clear headed and to improve our actions, decisions, thoughts, and emotions to improve the overall quality of our lives, as well as the lives of those around us. So let's get into it. Imagine a mind that is calm, focused, and free from the distractions of overthinking. That's the goal today, is to work to help you free yourself from the chains of overthinking that can be paralyzing, can also increase our levels of stress, and overall lead to bad decision making or a poor quality of life. The good news, overthinking does not have to be a constant companion, but we want to find a balance. As with anything, too much of one thing can be bad. Too much of a good thing, they say, can be bad. So, in our video, we're going to discover the clarity that awaits on the other side of overthinking and finding the balance within us for optimal mental clarity and alignment with our goals, values, and best daily practices. The first step to stopping overthinking is awareness and recognizing which thought patterns lead to overthinking in our daily lives. Are you someone who worries about the future? Are you someone who is stuck in the past, whether through regrets or just overall stuck in replaying negative circumstances in your life that you may have been avoiding or have left unresolved? It's important to understand that by allowing our focus to be anchored in this present moment, we can begin to focus on the things we can change, as well as allow us to operate from a state of mind that has the most power and potential to improve the quality of our lives and to stop overthinking. By identifying these patterns of overthinking, we gain power over them. Anything which we shine the light of our awareness on can expand, whether good or bad. So, by us having the intention and the awareness to stop overthinking, that's going to give us the first step to do so. Now, I would add after that, we need to begin to slow things down. In our push of a button society, things are on demand and so fast paced, which has its benefits, don't get me wrong. However, when it comes to specific patterns of mental clarity and developing the habit, we want to slow down by breathing deeply. Increasing the oxygen in our bodies in a healthy manner is going to allow us to decrease our stress, but it also allows us to gain more awareness and control over the chatter in our minds. We'll talk about meditation and breath work in upcoming episodes, but just know you can start with a simple practice as easy as a count of 4 inhalation, a pause of 2 seconds, and a count of 4 exhalation. Pause of 2 seconds, and repeat. Be sure to do so in a safe environment where you're free of distractions and not anywhere that requires your full attention when practicing breath work. As you advance, though, you will be able to practice breathing wherever you go. But again, make sure you're in a safe place. These 2 steps are fundamental to stopping overthinking. Now let's dive into some more practical steps and applications. As a recap, the first 2 steps to stop overthinking and find more clarity is to become more aware. Secondly, to focus on our breathing. If you're someone who breathes shallow or not as deeply as you can, this can also be associated with higher stress levels and lead to overthinking. Now, the third step is practicing mindfulness. We talked about this a little bit previously, but I want to elaborate. Mindfulness is not just about meditation or breath work. Rather, it's about focusing our attention on our surroundings through our senses in this present moment. It's also about learning to detach from your thoughts and understanding that you are not your thoughts, but rather, as if your mind is the sky, thoughts are just clouds passing through the sky of your mind. They don't have to be clung onto or attached to, but rather observe them for what they are, what they want to teach you. And if they no longer serve you, meaning if they do not empower you, if they do not create a sense of happiness or peace within you, then just as the clouds can pass through the sky, your thoughts can pass through you as well. We're going to go into emotional regulation and control, but this third step is fundamental. It is about learning to observe your surroundings and your goals and values in this present moment, because by selectively choosing what you focus on, you'll begin to stop the chatter in your mind. You'll begin to stop focusing on the future or the past, which are both merely mental constructs that do not actually exist in this present moment. So, by focusing on this moment, we develop more mindfulness, which will in turn help us to stop overthinking. Very quickly, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and listening to today's podcast episode. If you're not fully aware, you being on your journey of self improvement and committed to it is one of the most admirable things we can do as human beings, not only for ourselves, but by improving the quality of lives for others around us. You see, by us taking responsibility for our lives, our flaws, weaknesses, and even our strengths, we can become better people, become more valuable to the world around us, but even honor the potential within us. A life well lived is one that is not just about money or achievements or material possessions. It goes deeper than that. And I believe you understand that. So I do thank you for joining in. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and leave a comment below as to what you enjoyed about this episode. Now let's get back to the main steps of addressing the elephant in the room, which is overthinking. This can be a paralyzing aspect and somewhat a lack of control of our mental faculties. However, this episode is going to give you more insights on how to gain control of your mind and also how to find mental peace and clarity that you deserve. Another practical step, or the fourth step in how to stop overthinking and find more mental clarity, is by setting boundaries for decision making. Allow yourself the ability to take complex decisions and break them down into more manageable steps. You can also begin to unload your thoughts at the beginning of each day into a journal. This will allow you to take the thoughts that may be jumbled up in your mind and release them from your headspace. Think of your mind not only as the sky, but as another example, imagine your mind as a bucket. If it's filled with thoughts and overflowing with them, you will not be able to receive new thoughts. You will not be able to have that clarity and space to process the more important thoughts that are in your mind. So by unloading our thoughts and unloading that bucket, we are then able to create more space, to allow more peace within us and mental clarity. Now, one thing I would advise on is unloading your thoughts when you rise in the day, and to reflect and unload your thoughts as you begin to rest. Do so. This is the rise and rest routine, which we'll talk about in a future episode. I hope it's going to be very helpful as it's transformed my life and has led to me gaining more mental clarity, more mastery over myself and my mind, and to stop overthinking. The fifth step towards stopping overthinking and finding mental clarity, it is taking daily action towards clarity. See, clarity is often found in action. By taking small steps each and every day, whether it's journaling or designating specific time to worry, and even allowing yourself to reflect and experience new things, these are all minor steps and small steps that we can take towards finding more clarity. It's important to take action because this is going to allow us to dispel some of the illusions that are trapped in our minds. See, oftentimes we can worry about things that may never actually happen. And other times we may be regretting or having doubts or just even feeling guilty or shame about things that are now outside of our control. However, with the power of positive thinking, we can take regrets, doubt, shame, any of the negative experiences of our past and find the positive opposite, even if it's at least taking better action by learning your lessons from what those experiences taught you, or if it's to ask yourself, what did I gain through that negative experience that I have now used to become a better person? Little things like these, little activities of mindfulness and reflection can allow us to begin to build momentum towards more clarity in our daily lives. By embodying a state of gratitude, this would be the bonus or sixth step. It allows us to not only embrace what is working and going right for us, it also increases the level of joy within us. And this is fundamental to stop overthinking and finding more clarity because it is going to boost our inner resolve and resourcefulness. So I would add, alongside with gratitude, begin to schedule and plan more activities that bring joy into your life. This is going to combine experiencing beneficial, positive things with taking action. And those two combined is going to help you to stop overthinking and find the mental clarity that you deserve for more inner peace, better decision making, and to improve the quality of your lives as we talked about, as well as those around us. Now it's your turn. Share one pattern of overthinking that you've identified and one actionable step inspired by today's episode that you'll implement in order to begin to gain more mental clarity and transform your life. Remember, it is our responsibility to take accountability for our actions as well as our thoughts. They are not our masters. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. It's about aligning our mind and our heart. That is going to help us to create what is called the wise mind, a third mind, so to speak, that is synergistic and allows us to create the best decisions and the best quality of life by aligning not only what matters to us, but what is going to improve our lives and help those around us. You have the ability to break free from overthinking, and it starts with the actionable steps that we covered in today's episode. Be sure to join this community as we support each other on our journey of self-improvement and personal development. It's going to allow us to continue to keep each other on the right path. I thank you for joining me on another episode of Inner Energy, Heart-Mind Alignment. This podcast is dedicated to helping you live the best quality life possible and to help you be more selective with your suffering. Remember, on this journey of mental clarity, you have the ability to silence your mind and find inner peace within you. Embrace the journey, take actionable steps, and remember to stay inspired and help others along the way. Until next time, take care, stay present, and keep shining your light as you alone can be responsible for creating the best life possible, and you alone are responsible for changing your life for the better. We have all the power, resources, and everything we need within us to succeed. Until the next episode, much love, many blessings, and as always, good things to you and yours.